Alright guys, welcome back to another loadout building video. Recently we had a request come through for a budget white loadout that you might actually be able to afford, and that's exactly what we're going to cook up today. Now, I actually have two giveaways to let you guys know about, the first of which is for this video. And it is going to be for the lovely Aetherius. Now, this one was actually provided by a member of the community. It was AJ. They sent me this skin a couple of weeks ago and said use this for a giveaway to give back to you guys. It is a minimal wear with a 5x MIBR holo from Antwerp on it. So overall, I think this looks pretty damn good. So thank you to AJ for providing this. And if you want to enter it, all you have to do is hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then leave a comment down below of your favorite skin from this loadout. And we'll pick the winner in a few days on stream and announce it in Discord. Now, just quickly, the second giveaway I need to let you guys know about is we have the Skinport Spotlight running again in Discord this month, and the prize for that is going to be a USPS whiteout in minimal wear. It's going to come with a sticker, so you can choose to script them if you want, but this is the giveaway for the Skinport Spotlight. All the details for that will be in the Discord if you want to go check that out to enter that as well. And with that done, let's get into the video. If you want the best place to buy and sell your CS2 skins, then look no further than today's sponsor, Skinport. Skinport offers users a fast, smooth, easy and secure experience for buying and selling Counter-Strike skins, with the benefit of items being much cheaper compared to buying on the Steam community market.
This is the way.
This is the way.
There are no buying fees, selling fees range between 2 to 12%, and there's over 1 million skins available on Skinport at any time. With a great Trustpilot rating, it's the perfect place to start building your loadout, whether you're going for budget gems or picking up some insane skins. They are also the reason we can keep running giveaways to give back to you guys, so make sure you check out Skinport using the links in the description or pinned comment, and let's get back to the video. Alright, so I'm going to go through 3 knife and glove combos at the end of the video. We're going to focus on the weapon skins first of all, and just to note, we're going for white where possible. Some skin selections don't really have that option at all, so we'll go for as much white as we can get into it. That's kind of the situation with the Glock, the first skin we have here, because it is going to be the Block 18. This is $1.33 in minimum wear, so it is super cheap, but as you can see, it's not a full white, but overall, I still think this could fit in and looks pretty damn good. Now, for the USP, you could obviously go for the likes of the whiteout that I just showcased in for the giveaway, but I think instead, $29 for a field-tested print stream is definitely a really good move to go for. Obviously, it is black and white. If you want the pure white, obviously the whiteout is better, but trying to go for a reasonable budget that still looks good. This should get pearlescence added back to it at some point. I personally think it's a better USP skin. Now, if you're a P2000 enjoyer, I'm going to pick the Ivory here for 14 cents in minimum wear. It's a very sort of basic and bland skin, but it ticks the box for what we're after. Now, for the Deagle here, there's no surprise we're going to go for the print stream. There's no whiteout option for the Deagle, so this is flat out the best white option if you want a white Deagle skin. And as I said before, I think this looks really good. This is also $29 for the field test, and much like the USP, we hope it gets pearlescence added to it very soon. Now, I've actually got 2 AK-47 choices for you. The first of which is going to be a minimum wear Asimov. This is about the $50 mark. Now, I immediately have a note for this because you might want to go with something a bit different and save some money. You can go for the likes of a Battle Scarred Asimov. If I just get rid of that one and put mine on, this is what my Battle Scarred Asimov looks like. I put some cheap VP glitters on it from Copenhagen. If you like the Battle Scarred effect, you could go for this and it will cost you less than half the price. But if you're still happy to spend that $50 mark and want something a little bit different, then it's another Battle Scarred option, but you could look at the Inheritance. I actually really like how the Inheritance looks in Battle Scarred, and if you're going for that like white and blue sort of loadout vibes, then this would work really good. Now, when it comes to the Emperor 1S, I would love to also pick a print stream, but I did note at the start I want this to be somewhat sort of like obtainable and affordable, and for that I'm going to go for the Mecha Industries instead. Now, this is still $50, which was a surprise to me, if I'm honest. I'm so used to like the Deagle and the Famous price, and I thought this would be maybe like 30. I did not expect 50, but that's probably going to be the best option unless you want to drop the extra 100 and go for like a field tester or well-worn print stream. Now, for the M4A4, we get a real nice budget option here. It's the Urban DD Pack, which in factory you will still pick up somewhere, as you can see, but it's going to be about $2.50. So, you know, this has been reduced by 100. It's now only got $100 in price compared to the A1S. You might use it more, so get yourself a nice budget skin for it. And then, for the op, you could go for an Asimov again, but I want to sort of like, I was cutting down budget, and I've gone for a Worm God. I think it's one of the few times I'm going to suggest this skin. I personally don't like how this looks, but if you want a budget white op, this is kind of what you have to lean into. Now, over in the MP9 side of things, I'm going to go for a Starlight Protector for $5.45 in minimal wear. A slightly cheaper, and I only mean by like $1 cheaper. You could go for an Airlock, but overall, I think the Starlight Protector is definitely the right choice here. Real nice budget-friendly item here with the Mac 10 ensnared, 5 cent, minimum wear. What more can you ask for? Now, when it comes to white or orange loadouts, you end up seeing a lot of Asimovs, and it just makes sense because that's such key colors on them. This is a field-tested P250 Asimov. It's just over the $2 mark and looks super nice. And then for the Take 9, the only real option I would say is going for a Bambi Forest. The plus side here is this is a lot of white with some nice green accents for the leaves. Minimum wear, you can see it does start to pick up wear. Even factory new, these love to pick up wear, and it's $3.50. Now, as aforementioned, we now have a reasonably priced Mecha Industries because the FAMAS is just under $4 in minimum wear, which is a really nice value for money, honestly. Then for the Gale, it's going to be a Tuxedo. This one just flat out is such a good choice. It's bang on $1 for factory new. It looks incredibly clean, like a real perfect option. Then over on the 5.7, we could go for a Kami, but I'm not even getting down that discussion of sort of the patterns that exist there, and I actually think a Boost Protocol looks better, so that's what I've gone for here. This is $1.50 for minimal wear. Now, for the Joe Berettas, I've went for the Stained, and it's because it's kind of the only option I could really see that made sense. I think there was you could maybe try and claim the Disasters, or I think there's like Ventilators that have maybe a white accent, but these Stains being this stained silvery color, for 4 cent in minimum wear is, you're just going to take those and run with them, alright? A kind of similar thing with the SG. I could have gone for Damascus Steel, but personally I don't think it looks that good, so I've gone for an Aerial here. It's only 11 cents, so if you don't use the SG much, it's fine. It's kind of like an off-white silver color. Not perfect, but does the job. Now, one that does do a good job is the Arctic Wolf. I actually really like this skin. A lot of white and then goes into sort of like the grey and into the blue. And this will run you about $2.60 in minimal wear. The one area of this skin that I've never liked that much is the magazine being that red color. I kind of wish it was like white, but you know what? I guess it's meant to be like the wolf's leg or something, so it is what it is. Following up from the Tuxedo, we have the black tie, keeping it stylish with our XM here. This is just over the $1/2 mark, 64 cent, minimal wear, classy as hell, and always looks good. Now, when it comes to the MP7, I did have to lean in to souvenirs a little bit, but I have gone for a Gunsmoke souvenir. Now, this is white and brown. It's definitely a unique taste. I personally don't think it looks too bad, but it wouldn't be one I personally pick for a personal loadout. But if you want a white loadout, this is kind of the only MP7 choice you're going to get. And then for the Scout, I'm going to go for the Parallax. I know you could go for a Detour, but a Parallax for $3 versus a Detour for like 10. I think I'd rather the Parallax as much as it's got black on it. I think that there's still a decent amount of white. Now, what this means is this set of skins, like we've got 21 skins here, runs you $188.16, which actually I think for skins, for play skins, is a really reasonable amount to be spending. And like I say, there were some upgrade paths there. You could go for a whiteout in minimum wear for like an extra $20 over the print stream. You could change from an F1S Mecha Industries to a print stream for like an extra $100 if in that field test or well-worn range if you wanted to, but I think you go for these skins and then you pick one of the following knife and glove combos. Now, I know there's the black tie driver gloves, but they are not going to feature because I want as much white for the gloves as possible, which means it's going to be a little bit expensive because it's going to be snow leopards coming through, which I still really like. I've gone for them field test here. It's $425, and what I've done is I've paired it with a Talon Damascus Steel, which is $400 for minimal wear. Obviously, you've still got that sort of ivory handle, which pairs in somewhat nicely with the white loadout. And then the Damascus Steel is this like silvery white, gets a nice shine effect. Honestly, I think this lock combo looks pretty cool. It is $825, but it means that the total loadout cost is about $1,000-ish. Then, if you want something a bit different, I'm going to go for King Snakes, which in field test are $350. I think you can see why the Snow Leopards are an extra $75 in field tested, because the King Snakes get battered a bit more, and they're not really white at this point, whereas the Snow Leopards do continue to be pretty white. And then we've gone for another Stained here. This time it's a Nomad for $300 in minimal wear. This combo is $650. Personally, I think for that, like, what, $175, it's worth going for combo number one. And then the third option, something a bit different for you guys. So we're going to continue with the Snow Leopards in field test. That, like I say, they're $425. What we're going to do is get a Gamma Doppler to pair them with for $440 in factory new Huntsman Phase 4, I think I picked for this. Now, obviously, this knife is not white at all. You could try and overpay for diamond gems, but what I'm thinking is when it looks like this and the light's bouncing off it, it looks pretty good, and it means that you have like gloves that are going to work with all your skins. Like you can see here, that's the Julie's, this is the AK. It's going to work there, but then when you do pull your knife out, you've got this little bit of pop. I always find the white gloves always work as a really nice like backing to a nice flashy knife, and this combination would run you $865. But overall, that's me for this one. I think this looks pretty good across the board. I'm quite happy with this one came out. Obviously, this was a requested video, so if you guys have any sort of loadout themes, prices, budgets, whatever that you would like to see, make that suggestion down below, and I'll be sure to see if it's something that I can do and make a video on. If not, we cover it in Discord and streams normally. Now, just to remind you guys that we do have a giveaway for this particular video. It is this minimal wear Atheris with the 5X MIBR Antwerp hollows on it, provided by AJ. So thank you again to AJ for this. To enter, all you guys have to do is hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of your favorite skin from today's video. We'll pick the winner in a few days. So good luck to those entering, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.